Okay, checking something. Let's do this.
Company worth keeping, then I'll bash a smile in your head. Come on in, the door's open, you'll find just the finest folks here. Pull up a chair, grab a drink, and let our stories your ear. Cause we're the talk the tavern. Here you're always welcome. The talk the tavern. Promising beer and bedlam. The talk the tavern. Music, medicine, then some. The talk the tavern. The song's over. Here we come.
And welcome to Talk of the Tavern. What is today? September 5th, 2018. And it's a Wednesday. I have been having some broadcasting issues today. Specifically when playing Star Wars The Old Republic. Yesterday and today I had it freezing up. So now, I'm going to do this portion of the show instead. And I appreciate all the hosts, everybody. Let me go change my title here to put it over here to Talk Show. There we go. Let's update it to that. Okay. Okay. So it looks like Artichoke Me Hard Daddy is hanging out. Back, grab me some Dr. Pepper and grab my new tarot deck. What kind of tarot deck is it? One of those newfangled ones? Or is it one of the classics? While you look at that, I'm going to look at a few cool news articles from today. From various sources. Let's see what we have in technology today. I'm curious about this. Okay, we all know about Samsung's Galaxy Note 9 coming out, right? So basically what we're looking at here is they've created a foldable phone. Not a flip phone, but a foldable phone. And you know what? I might even set this up so you guys can see what I'm looking at here. Let me pull up the article. Let me flip over here. It's not the S Pen. I don't know if they changed it in the positive or negative way. But what we're looking at, I do not want notifications from you. Oh, and there's another pop-up. God, you're awesome. It's a Note 7. I think that's what my girlfriend Andrea there has. So it fit in the hand, fingerprint sensor on the front, easy accessible, camera was clear and sharp, battery life was more than enough to get through an entire day. Note 7 was great, according to this. And it was recalled twice. Huh. Because of the exploding thing. So they came out with a bigger one, fingerprint sensor on the back, next to the camera on the rear of the phone. Okay, liked it except for the fingerprint sensor. So the 9 is even bigger. Because bigger is better, baby. Just ask any American male. After receiving and setting up review unit. God, it's like a story. Tell me what the fuck is up with the phone. So it's got a good camera. S Pen's Bluetooth remote capability. Does that mean you could like write on the table and it appears on the phone? Nice. It's okay, fish. You're just falling off the table as you doze off. It's okay, fish. My cat's an idiot. By moving the fingerprint sensor below the camera on the back of the phone, it's much easier to hold than the Note 8. I find I really don't care. You went through that whole thing to say they moved the fingerprint sensor. What else we got going on today in the world of technology? Phone do you guys use? I have the... Shit, I don't even remember. Aiden would remember both more than I do. I know it's the Samsung Galaxy. I'm thinking... S8? Gotta check the back. Yeah, it's S8, Galaxy S8. Chrome Web Store gets to Google Material Theme Treatment. I don't care. I am curious about these. Okay, everybody is about the fingerprint sensor, apparently. I think it's just a thing to bitch about du jour. Let me take a look for that Prisma Vision Tarot. Let's drop this up here. See what Artie is getting into. It is definitely a busy art style, isn't it? I think I'd have to say they look better a little farther away than up close for me, because it is so crowded up close. Can you not do that? Keeps on throwing everything up in front of everything else. Okay. Oh, it's okay. I see what it is. Just switching pictures. You got 4th edition, 2nd edition, Light Visions, Prima Visions. Hi.
What are you doing?
I am
Right
doing
into tonight's game?
doing what?
Right into tonight's game?
No, I'm doing the news.
Oh.
It's the news. In the news today, fish fell off the desk when trying to roll over. Got the there's bootleg tarot decks now, huh? Okay. Hold on. Important text message. You know, if I went and got a real job and spent as much time working as I do trying to get this to be successful in the writing, even at minimum wage, I could pretty much make $2,000 a month. I do enjoy this so much more. You gotta think of it as interactive art. But I agree, 45 for a deck is a bit much. At least to my budget. Okay, boink. They're messaging about tonight's game. Okay, so Snapchat spectacles. They look like normal sunglasses. I don't even know what these are. Features same things as Spectacles 2 did, so this is Spectacles 3. They record 10 seconds of video that you can upload to your Snapchat account. There's a light to indicate that you're recording, so you're not a super creep. There's a few different effects the lens can lend to your photos. Water resistance, sync wirelessly with Snapchat when your phone is nearby. $200. Get them at Nordstrom, Neiman Marcus, or from Snapchat. Nice, Aiden. Nice. So you can stream. What are you going to go on PS4? Or are you going to stream off the laptop? See, off the laptop. Have you done this yet? Inquiring minds want to know. Good luck. Good luck. Hope it works out. Look here. Mama Bear does the unexpected. Their headline is misspelled. Facebook is suing BlackBerry over voice messaging patent infringement. Curious about this one. So let's look at this. Amazon is offering 256 gigabyte SD cards for how much? And will it fit in my phone? So it's a okay, 6280 for 256 gig. Card operates at speeds up to 100 megabytes per second. Transferring and saving at crisp speeds. The fuck is a crisp speed? Oh, the card gets an adapter. I'm curious what the big sellers is here on Amazon Prime Day. Okay, well, 128 gigabyte SD card. Fire Stick with Alexa. A genetic service, huh? Ooh, a 6-quart pressure cooker. Now you've got my interest. I do love a crisp speed. The speed of a crisp. Which is a British potato chip. Kindle Unlimited promotion plans. 3 months of reading for 99 cents. Yeah, that'd be good. They show Harry Potter. Why couldn't they show my book? Echo Dot 2nd generation. 64 gig. I saw this. $400 for a 50-inch TV. But out of my budget. Fire TV 4K Ultra HD streaming. It sounds like you're just saying big words to impress me. A voice remote, because pressing a button is too much. Look at that remote. It's only got 6 buttons. I don't know about that. Amazon Cloud Cam HD security camera. That sounds yeah. The security camera that records it straight to the cloud. That sounds terrifying. So basically what we're looking at is $60 to $65 for a 256 ST card. That's not bad. You can hear Andrea creeping around. She's stalking me. Oh, okay, looks like Google Maps is getting elevation charts for cyclers and a new events section. I've seen these things popping up on my Maps program recently. Now they finally get rugged phones. Nothing terribly interesting, is there? Oh. Okay, I don't think there's going to be a lot of technology for me to read about today. Audi kills its manual transmission cars and how America lost its love for the stick shift. Because we're lazy fuckers? I could be wrong on that one. I'm not. Fallout 76, I didn't realize it went that high. Instagram is reported of developing a dedicated shopping app. I'll tell you what's happening with Instagram. Since it's owned by Facebook, Facebook is seeing the collapse of Facebook. So, they've decided to look at their other properties, like Instagram, and start copying things over. So as Facebook dies, they have a crutch app to fall back on. Oh, excuse me. Okay, I'm interested in this. Breath of the Wild glitch uncovers an undiscovered area with boiling water and ghostly cubes. Okay, so first the free-to-play Lord of the Rings MMO. Any screenshots? Any video footage? During the years leading to the events of Lord of the Rings. I guess between The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. AAA production values, free to play. So when are we talking about? Like a 2022 release? That's not even worth an article. It's a social media post. Jordan, get your shit together. Link, Breath of the Wild. Oh, it's a Zelda thing. I didn't know that. So here's a video. Oh, it's 10 minutes. We'll watch a little bit. So you turn from a dinosaur into a boy. Interesting. So you put this box. I don't think I care. Indeed. Lava water. I guess since I don't play the game, I don't care. So let's get out of here. Here. The developers use the area as a handy hub to store the various levels. No. It's like nothing in the news, if that's the shit they're throwing up here in front of me. Okay, obviously there's nothing good in technology. Ooh. Okay, I'm interested in this. Captain Marvel photos introduce the MCU's Skrull and another badass pilot. Oh, it's Entertainment Weekly again. Photon. You know what? Don't be such a cat. Huh. Look, it's a young Nick Fury. Is that how they do it? A de-aging CGI. I am curious about the scroll. Wait a minute, is that the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy? Thanos' son? There we go. Ronan Accuser. Korath the Pursuer. Oh. I want to see Super Skrull. Okay, well. There we go, that's interesting. House of Cards. Curious about that. So I'm guessing Frank Underwood is Kevin Spacey's character. See, this is the problem. Actor Anthony Rapp claimed Spacey made unwanted sexual advances. Spacey is gone, and they're bringing him back, and he's going to have been killed off screen. Hey, Tropical, how are you, sir? Yeah, I don't know about this, and that's a short damn article. But basically, House of Cards is coming back without Kevin Spacey. But he wasn't found guilty. There's accusations and it's things like unwanted advances. It's not being attacked or assaulted. That's ridiculous. That's just... I'm doing alright, man. Having a good time. I've moved it up to about 12 to 14 hour days, 4 days a week here on Twitch. Because, yeah, pretty much that's what happened, isn't it, Eric Kennedy? So, yeah, Tropical, I'm, sorry, looking at your name there, how you got it set up. So I'm doing 14-hour days, 10 a.m. till about midnight, maybe a little after. 4 days a week. The other one's where I work my day job. I'm only on 3 hours a day, enough to get the writing done. But what I have to look at is maybe instead of doing, what are we looking at here? So if we throw this right here, let's say it's 15 times 4. That's 60. So about 70 hours a week. That's on top of working a part-time job. You know what, if I went and worked 70 hours a week? Yeah, maths. If I did 70 hours a week, and let's say I was able to get $10 an hour and they yanked 23% or whatever. So let's say I'm making $8 an hour. It'd be $560 a week. So maybe it'd be better to look at doing the day job thing instead of doing this. Artichoke says currently 7 sexual assault cases against Kevin Spacey. One of them was dismissed today, but that is still 6 active cases open against him. But they're still allegations, accusations. And are they sexual assault or are they unwanted sexual advances? Because there's a big difference. Yeah, he had from that article I just read, he had 14 people or something come out against him. And there you go, 14, so 15 total. Right there, gentlemen and lady. 14 additional accusers. But they're Ask if you want sex, you're busted. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking yeah, what are they doing? What are they doing? Now, of course, if he did sexually assault people, but then again, I've got this horrible thing of people who turn it into an assault case when it's next day regrets, and I have seen it happening. What is this craziness? Climbed on top of a 4-year-old boy. He never denied that. He just said he didn't remember doing it because he was wasted at the time. Now, did he climb on top, or did he go in, find the boy sleeping in his bed, make advances of saying, hey, you wanted, the boy said no, and he left? And I don't know. Yeah, I'm not saying just let people off. I'm just saying let's not convict them before they have their day in court. Michael Moore thinks Gwen Stefani is the reason Donald Trump ran for president. I don't even think that's worth reading. It just sounds like who the fuck cares. Don't know about that. There is nothing. Uh-oh. Roseanne Barr tears up over John Goodman's support after her firing. That is a crazy lady. She's got some issues. Yeah, the Gwen thing, it's... Don't really care. Oh, there you go. Ashley Simpson just confirmed that Boyfriend was about none other than Lindsay Lohan. Wait a minute, I don't know the song. Was it about Lindsay Lohan and Lindsay Lohan's boyfriend, or was Lindsay Lohan the boyfriend that was in the song? Does it matter? That's the thing about love songs, is it can apply to anyone. It just applies to love and feelings. And yeah, it might have the wrong color eyes or even the wrong gender in there, but you can apply it some other things with love songs. As my son was growing up, there was love songs that quickly shifted from romantic love to parental love in my head, especially as I was single and had nobody else to apply it to. So I found some love songs very much fit how I feel about my son. But it's not, hey baby, I want you. It's more like Barry Manilow's Can't Laugh Without You. My friend went to Southern California parties with Gwen before she was famous in the 90s. Wouldn't mind hanging out with Gwen once. She might be okay. Season 2 of Netflix Iron Fist recognizes that Danny Rand is the worst thing about the show. Yeah, please rewrite him. Let him grow up a little. Quit whining and crying. Okay, I gotta read this article, sorry. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. How does it recognize that? With a new showrunner and a new strategy, sidelining its problematic protagonist. Could be drop. Okay, here's what I'm looking at here. And some spoilers, so yeah, if you don't want to hear it, bail quick. End of season 1. Meacham, Davos sit down to talk about Iron Fist. Let's see, so that surrogate brother, fond memories, deep connections, left both characters bereft, partially responsible for the death of Joy's father, destruction of the city. Okay. Raven Metzner, who took over as showrunner. You're okay, man. I'm figuring it out. And if I don't figure it out, I just roll on anyway. I want to really define what a showrunner is. The person who has overall creative authority and management responsibility for a television program. Okay, so basically the person in charge, Raven, took over. The first 6 episodes of season 2 aimed to turn the series around by stripping Danny of his resources and emphasizing the show's supporting cast. Okay, which is exactly how the first fucking 6 episodes of season 1 went. If they can make him quit crying and whining, he's supposed to be well trained and disciplined, and those damn soccer ball owl penguin things, whatever they are adorable. Kennedy, I'm talking about your emote. So after the event, the one-shot miniseries Defenders, they say one time, they'll bring it back. Crossover event between the 4 or 5 Netflix series. So he's going to pledge to defend New York. Okay, got it. Focus on Chinatown. Okay, now let me read this. Watching Danny play the Great White Hope negotiating with Asian crime bosses is painful both because it reinforces his white savior role and because Danny's general childish incompetence. That's what I'm going for. How did he become the Iron Fist when he's such... somebody who doesn't take personal responsibility, who throws tantrums and things don't go his way, etc. Horrible writing. So, turn mentorship skills from recruiting the hand to rehabilitating gang members. Plot takes a backseat to a much bigger threat. That plot, in the form of Davos and Joy punishing Danny by stripping him of his Iron Fist power through a mystic ritual. You know, by trying to be everyone's friend, Danny reinforces why so many of the show's characters and viewers hate him. He desperately wants to be loved, but his effort to help others are often poorly thought out and prone to backfiring. I don't feel like he wants to be loved. I think he wants to be adored. What are you guys rambling on about? Tropical, I'm sure you know what Netflix is, and that's all it is. Superhero Netflix series. Headed to your writing group. Nice. And Artie, you got to hang out for Andrea's stream tonight in 2.5 hours. Because that is the Star Wars adventure where I said it's like Firefly meets Three Stooges. So it's a good game. It's a good time. You know, I don't think I even care. Maybe I'll watch it, but... yeah, I don't really care. It sounds like they're going to do the same thing they did in Season 1 and rehash the same plotline and story arc for that character. It was... He wasn't even fun or lighthearted. They're not modeling it better. They're doing the same thing. How blind are they? And maybe I'll be wrong. I'd love to hear that I'm wrong. You know what? The Netflix shows are okay. Daredevil in particular I really enjoyed. Jessica Jones was pretty good. Punisher, though slow and draggy, fairly good character development on what is a shaky premise at best. Kennedy said, as Heroes for Hire Iron Fist Luke Cage fan growing up, I disliked it immensely. Yeah. Oh, ha, 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 ha. And it wasn't worse than Defenders, where they're like, just turn off the lights, hand somebody a pen light, and we'll use that as the spotlight in all the fight scenes. Queen movie soundtrack to include Live Aid performances. Okay. New versions of classics. Nice. Okay, here's something worth reading, because we reported this on Talk of the Tavern months ago. Huh. I could dig into that, Artie, but I'm not sure it's the time or place to do that. But when we're looking at Luke Cage, I didn't find it to be all that incredible. I enjoyed Black Lightning better than I enjoyed Luke Cage. And I like the actor who plays Luke Cage. He's got a great presence, etc. Yeah, the villain. The villain was crap. Both villains. The mayor-esque type woman or whatever she was, and then Anaconda or whatever his name was. Yes, Daredevil was the best in plot. Season 1 of Daredevil was the best in plot, choreography, etc. Because they apparently put more give-a-damn into it. Whereas, yeah. It's no. Gwyneth Paltrow was running around going, hey, this thing called Goop, which was a stone in 2008, said you put this jade egg in your pussy and it helps you. That's it. That's what Gwyneth said. She was touting this stuff. So, yeah. Here we go. Egg-shaped jade or quartz sold through Goop, Paltrow's New Age wellness company and lifestyle brand. So you put the jade eggs up your hoo-hoo, keep them there for different periods of time to get better connected to the power with ain't it, Dotrop? For $66, the dark nephrite jade egg, which allegedly increased sexual energy and pleasure. 55 heart-activating rose quartz egg. for positive energy and love. And until recently, now I'm curious because you just typed out, I need one of those for Ma. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure if you meant for me and it was a misspelling, or if you meant for Ma, as in you want to get one of these for your mother. Either way, there is comedy there and a little bit of, oh, what? What else we got here? Positive love and energy for the $55 one. They promised the eggs would increase vaginal muscle tone, hormonal balance, and feminine energy. Got it. It does. Dark nut fried egg. It's you can get one for the whole family. Dad, grandma, the dog. Be careful when you put it in the dog. Don't let it see you coming. Especially if it's a small dog. They explode. On Wednesday, state officials and Goop announced they settled the suit. They paid $145,000. $145,000 in civil penalties. Specifically, welcome to the tavern, man. No, it does not give you the power of Iron Fist. You have the choice of Iron Pussy or Iron Anus. That's what you get from these. No, Artie, you're right. You're absolutely right on that one. Can you imagine if you don't get it in just right and the muscle push it out? You could like shoot this egg across, Nordstrom's floor as you're walking along. Maybe it wouldn't shoot out. Maybe it would just shoot out, hit, and stick. Thanks, Goop. So the suit called Goop's Jade Egg, its roast quart egg, and its Inner Judge flower essence blend as products whose advertised medical claims were not supported by competent and reliable science. For example, the flower essence blend had been marketed as a blend of essential oils that could ward off depression. I'm going to get me a few of these eggs. Put them in all kinds of stuff. Classier than ping pong balls. I don't know, at least ping pong balls, when you get bored in the park, you can pop those little babies out and play a few games. Here, kids, catch! It stuck to my face! Anyhow. Jade eggs, they've developed a reputation and backlash of their own. Last year, the Goop website published a Q&A with beauty guru, healer, inspiration, friend Shiva Rose. By the way, they call the vagina a yoni. So they touted the products under the headline of Jade Eggs for your yoni. Shiva Rose described the use of the eggs as an incredible secret practice. I wonder if she had one in during the interview. Or 2, or 7. Could she pop them out and juggle with them? I've seen that with ping pong balls. Yeah, feeling sad, shove a chrysanthemum in your lady cave of wonder and clench away the sadness. So the practice is, this was supposedly done by concubines in ancient Chinese temples. Hold on, I gotta just do this. I gotta scroll back up and look at this picture. Are they varying sizes? And how big is the largest one? Just imagine somebody picking up the size of, one of those round couch pillows and just going, I got this one. Arrgh. Tight, ain't it? So, practice nearly as old as time. Because hookers from caveman days would shove rocks in their cunnies. Imagine if the egg hatched or you stand up and the egg is just sitting on the chair. That's right. It's, getting your yoni. Oh, what are you doing? Why are you being mean to her? Don't be mean to her. Hold on. I've got it before I try this joke. It's not funny. There we go. Did my Yanni just lay a Yoshi egg? That's what I was aiming for. Hey, Artie. Were you saying you wanted a copy of Talent Agency paperback or ebook? You know, Otter, you're in the way, right? I can't see, right? You know, I can't see. You need to lay down. Thank you. And the reason I ask there you go. The one you saw me put up today is now available. You guys have been busy. I'm gone for 18 seconds and there's like 42 posts referencing Benwall balls. They need our women's. Find you a girl who can use a jade ostrich egg. Turn your Yanni into a yawn. Gaping. I don't know why people get into that fetish. Especially when they're like, oh, let's not just make a vagina gape. Let's pick other holes and do it with it. Oh my god. That person will never be constipated again. That shit just falls out. Okay, so further down in the Q&A. Okay, wait a minute. Nearly as old as time, even if modern day research hasn't caught up yet. Thank you very much. You're the first one. I'll sign your Kindle for you, right on the screen. The page stated simultaneously brushing off. Okay, further in, recommends tips for maintaining a jade egg. If you feel like it's been drained of energy, recharge it in the full moon just the way you would a crystal. But by the way, this week you're going to be able to see all 8 of the planets in our solar system. I free you? I'm glad you're free, because I can't afford to pay. So last year, a California OBGYN wrote a lengthy open letter to Paltrow blasting the eggs. Oh wait, I was waiting for blasting the eggs across the room. And purported their benefits as, quote, the biggest load of garbage I have read on your site since vaginal steaming. Vaginal steaming. Okay, let me ask you. Trump, you just said I have many crystals. Artie says hides her crystals lest she's judged. So let me ask you two. Do you jam your crystals up your ass, your vagina, or other orifices that I might not want to talk about or realize you have? Tropical Jungle's like, steamy? Count me in. I'm a tropical jungle. Yeah, so I'm guessing you don't stick crystals in orifices of your body or other people's to get a charge out of them. I'm sure some people do. I doubt it's a metaphysical type thing. Also, would it make more sense to make the egg out of selenite? Because selenite doesn't need to be cleansed energy-wise. Might want to run it through the dishwasher occasionally. See, my philosophy when it comes to anything like this is, like most things, it has as much ability and power as you have faith that it does. If it makes you feel better, it's not hurting anybody. If it makes you feel better to take your crystal rock and bash somebody's head within it, maybe it is hurting somebody. But, you know, I can look at the science and go, yeah, there's no definitive science on this. Now, there's mythology for it. Historically, for thousands of years. Just like there is for pretty much every faith out there. But there's no science. But that doesn't mean we're not going to use it and have it and be better for it. It's not for everybody, but if it's for you, Really, it's not any different than putting on perfume, is it? If it makes you feel good, go right ahead. Because we could debate. Here's another question about perfumes, and maybe you guys can help me out with this, because I've always thought with perfumes, if women like floral scents, etc., why wouldn't men wear scents of flowers to attract the women? And as for women and what they're wearing, a lot of men, when you get this overpowering waft of that sickly sweet flower scent, you know what you get to attract men? Fucking steak and potatoes, garlic and onion. Put that shit behind your ears, you're going to have men licking your neck, which you might not want. Don't put a perfume bottle in your yoni. Don't put a perfume bottle in your yoni. Especially the kind with a little squeezy thing, because every time you kegel, you'd be like, psht. There goes Artie queefing again. That's good. Okay, I'm down with you sticking the perfume bottle in your yoni now. Way to a man's heart. There you go. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I'm serious. So I've often wondered that. And why don't we have incense that smells like Chinese food? You ever go by a Chinese restaurant? It's wafting out the ginger and the garlic and everything. You're just like, oh, why can't I buy that scent for my house? Oh no, let's go with tropical mango. No reference on you there, Trop. I just pulling stuff out of my ass. Look, it's a jade stone. Tend towards vanilla perfumes because fat girls look like they should smell like cake. Yeah, they do. And men love cake. And men love fat girls. So, a fat girl that smells like cake is just like a bonus. That shit up. Live next to an Indian restaurant. Nice. Nice. So that's how you solve the problem of not being able to find a candle that smells like that. What? Fills the air with sex? Okay, you're not talking about the Indian restaurant now, right? You're responding to something else. I'm gonna just say you are. Because that is not the kind of Indian restaurant I've been to if it's filling the air with sex. I usually just get some rice and some nice curry. I have never gotten sex when I went to an Indian restaurant. Well, weren't you there the other day when it made me question? Yeah, it was you, me, Kevin, and Andrea where it made me question about basically some teenage boys who'll put a towel in the crack of the couch between the two cushions and hump it like it's a real person. The smell of garlic. Sex smells like garlic to you? Or does garlic smell like sex? It would be two different questions, right? Let me flip back over here to the article and we'll get back to the chicanery over here in a moment. Okay. Biggest load of garbage I've read on your site since vaginal steaming. Is that like with broccoli? I'm going to steam my hoo-hoo and cauliflower and then put cheese on both of them. I know, Trop. I know I'm talking faster than you can type, but it amuses me to apply what you are saying now to what I'm saying now as opposed to what you're actually responding to. So, that's just me goofing. Okay. Jen Gunter went on, but hey, you aren't the one to let facts get in the way of profiting from snake oil. The claim that they can balance hormones is, quite simply, biologically impossible. Pelvic floor exercises can help with incontinence, even give some strong orgasms to women, but they can't change hormones. As for female energy, I'm a gynecologist and I don't know what that is. Oof. Making you hungry. Well, thank God I didn't put a little steak and cheese behind my ear. I just imagine picking up that steak covered in garlic and onions and going... There, now I smell like steak. Oh, the man's gonna want me. And the dogs. Man, can you... At least the dog wouldn't be humping your knee. Instead, it'd be like licking your balls because you put a little steak juice on it. Yeah, and that cheese thing. Hashtag yeasty. Okay, so what else happened? Gunter also warned that sleeping with a jade egg in one's vagina can lead to bacterial vaginosis or toxic shock syndrome. And that it was an equally bad idea to walk around with them inside. Timing is everything tropical. Over-enthusiastic Kegel exercises or incorrectly done Kegel exercises are a cause of pelvic pain and pain with sex in my practice. So basically they're going through the old thing. I remember when this person wrote her. If Paltrow was moved by the professional medical advice, it wasn't reflected on Goop's website last year, which published a follow-up letter to the editor titled 12 More Reasons to Start a Jade Egg Practice. Then it hit back at jade egg critics for sexually shaming a woman for sharing her personal experience. And you're right, Artie, it is. It's weird discussing yesterday. I don't think you were here, but we're talking, do you say tuna casserole or tuna fish casserole? And nobody says, like, chicken bird. Tuna's the only one. You keep slapping the description of the species on it. So here's what I'm saying. Somebody went, ew, don't use the jade egg thing, and they attacked back with, now you're just sexually shaming women for sharing personal experience of sticking a jade egg up her hooch. There are times... Here's another example. Remember the song All About That Bass? All About the Bass? And there's one line in there where she basically tell all those skinny bitches that, I'm just kidding, you're all perfect as you are. I'm paraphrasing, not hitting it exactly. But people went, oh my god, she's skinny shaming. You know what, if people are just being dicks, absolutely call them out on it. But just because you go, that person is so fat, they can't go into a store without getting in a motorized scooter. They can't walk around on their own because they're fat. They need to go on a diet. That is not fat shaming. That is concerned about somebody's well-being. Seeing somebody who is American term, sorry, already here, a size 16 in women's clothing, and going, oh my god, put the burger down. Sure, that might be shaming. But here's the bottom line. Instead of worrying about who's shaming who, how about we build up the confidence of ourselves and others? This way, when some asshole says some asinine stuff, you can pretty much do this and walk on and ignore it. Even worse than hearing a clunk, you hear a thud and a scream and then a body hit the floor. It could even happen when you sneeze. And where's Andrea for this conversation? Okay, this is great. So a year later, consumer protection lawsuit in California may have finally succeeded in persuading Goop to tone it down. So they can still sell them, just stop claiming that you're going to fix biological issues. According to California officials, those who purchased either the egg or the flower essence between these dates are entitled to full refunds. Call customer service at 844-WTF-GOOP. 844 what the fuck goop. This is the best article I've found so far today. This is ridiculous and incredible and hilarious. Hold on. I gotta do this. I do have another martini in the fridge. Oh. However, the question and answer with Rose and the letter to the editor recommend people start using jade eggs remain on Goop's website. Although not technically part of the product pages, the Q&A and other articles on... Okay, you know what? Gwyneth Paltrow, aren't you making enough money with the movie business? Do you need this? Or if you're going to run businesses like this, don't lend your name to basically unstable concepts. That's a fair point there, Artie. That's a fair point. Artie said, well, if you're diddling yourself with flour lube every day, of course you'll be in a better mood. You know, this is a good time for this. We're an hour into the show or so. And I just want to say, if you're not listening to this live, don't forget you can join us from 5 to 8 weekdays and 8 to 11 weekdays, Monday through Thursday, at twitch.tv/talkofthetavern. Also, if you're listening to this live and you want to catch us other times, don't forget that we're on Google Play, iTunes, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Spreaker, Stitcher, Overcast, etc., and more. If you want to keep up with us, make sure you have the notifications on when you're on Twitch, so you get notified when we go on air. And don't forget to sign up for the Discord channel. It's just below the screen there, as well as a newsletter that I send out once a week at most. If you'd like to support us, you can do it by getting bits, which you guys, Tropical and Artie, you guys know how to get bits for free, right? Just there in the chat box, click on the little diamond-shaped thing, go up to get bits, and then you can watch ads to get bits for free, and then you can throw essentially money at me. Or like Artichoke did earlier today, you can support by subscribing. You can even do it for free if you tie your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account. You get one subscription for free. Other than that, don't forget you can donate, purchase merchandise, or support on Patreon, etc. Yeah, I think that'll do for the advertisement for the commercial right now. So let's see here. If we got anything else, Goop maintained a statement that the settlement does not indicate any liability on their part, but rather an honest disagreement. That's what they all say. But Gwyneth, why are you putting your name on this stuff? Do the Homer hedge thing and just sink back into it, disappearing from view. Not the first time Goop has drawn negative attention for dubious health claims about its serums, vitamins, crystals, detox regimes, and other products. The non-profit group Truth in Advertising has documented more than 50 examples of Goop claiming that the product it sells or promotes, quote, can treat, cure, prevent, alleviate the symptoms of, or reduce the risk of developing a number of ailments ranging from depression, anxiety, and insomnia to infertility, uterine prolapse, and arthritis, just to name a few. I don't know if I have a Talk of the Tavern jade egg you can buy, but I've got coffee mugs. You can stick those really in any hole you want. It's not going to help you. The only thing it's going to help is when you purchase it, the couple bucks I get from it. Really, this is news. People.com reported on why Queen Elizabeth isn't a fan of Meghan Markle's power pantsuits. And Meghan Markle and Prince Harry named their two favorite Disney movies because they're 12. I'm kidding. I'm almost 50, and I still have favorite Disney movies. As much as I have favorite anything. Yet another Avengers 4 discovery tells us how Marvel will undo the Infinity War deaths. I tell you what, there's a reason Hulk didn't come out, is because he would have kicked ass. So even though he got his ass kicked, it was right after he was tired and beaten. So let's look at this. Spoiler alert, possibly. Go away. One revelation involved the first time one of the actors actually confirmed they're coming back, in spite of having died in Infinity War. On December 20th last year, Zoe Saldana posted the following clip on Instagram. It's recorded during a makeup session. Watch it, ignoring what Saldana says, and look at her appearance instead.
They told me there was some influenza breakout in the South. I would have been like, I'm going to take my private rocket ship and I'm going to fly myself to Sandar.
Okay, I'm not seeing what they're seeing here. Okay, so they think they're going to travel back in time. There is. It supposedly happened before Infinity War, so they're releasing them in a separate order now. You know, just like Ant-Man and Wasp happens, I believe, before. You know what? I don't care. I'm just going to wait for the movie, watch it, and enjoy it. Needle wounds and bug birthing masks. All Easter eggs we found in the new Halloween trailer. Okay. Slow day in the news. I think I'm just going to talk to you guys and screw the rest of this. They just caught up. That shit came out yesterday. See, here's another one. Aziz Ansari, sidelined by accusation, plays to a big crowd back home. And somebody vandalized Bill Cosby's star. People. I don't know why we keep them around. You know, I never even finished. I still have to finish watching Freak Show. I've watched all the others. Freak Show. Wait, what? Weird hexagon on Saturn is way bigger than scientists thought. That's what I'm interested in right there. So what's the new season? Sharp-cornered structure extends a staggering 180 miles above the ringed planet's cloud tops. So the weird hexagon swirling around Saturn's north pole, much taller. Oh, okay. So basically there's a swirling and it's coming out six-sided. I'm guessing that has to do with magnetic something or other. Oh, it's a low atmosphere phenomenon restricted to the clouds of Saturn's troposphere. New season is Apocalypse. Really? Murder House? Season 1? That was like one of the most boring ones to me. Coven was good, though. I enjoyed Coven. Yeah, hexagons on the other planet's poles, but it looks like the hexagon is actually the storm. And it extends 180 miles. Hold on, I gotta read this again. Okay, hexagon. A jet stream composed of air moving at about 200 miles per hour. So they're calling it a structure, but it's a structure of air. Comes 180 miles above the cloud tops up into the stratosphere, at least during the northern spring and summer. Not new news, huh? Well, what is... The only new news they're adding here, tropical, is it's bigger than they thought. Basically, it's going up further than they thought. Surrounds a smaller circular vortex situated at North Pole, has existed for 38 years. That's odd. That's like having hiccups for 3 days. Interesting. Matrix geometry was the interesting part. Diddling yourself with the broom is just amusing. You know that is what flying a broom meant. They would rub the broom handle with deadly nightshade and then diddle themselves with it until they hallucinated. Don't let that get out. You thought the Tide Pod Challenge was weird. Might be best if we just don't pass that information around to high school kids. There'll be a YouTube video challenge to go with it. Excuse me, Mr. Walmart guy? Do you have deadly nightshade? Preferably in a cream. Okay, well, that's still interesting. That's very cool. Obviously not new news if it's been there for 38 years. I'm guessing that's when we first realized it was there. Or did we watch it for him? Okay. Jupiter's baffling magnetic field is unlike any other. Belladonna. Wasn't that one of Stevie Nicks' girlfriends? What the hell? It's like a bad hairpiece gone wrong. Not a good hairpiece gone wrong, not a hairpiece gone wrong, but a bad hairpiece gone wrong. Magnetic field. It's strange for a number of reasons. Biggest in our solar system. Harbors the most intense radiation environments. Magnetic field unknown to any other planet. NASA's Juno Orbiter, a basketball court-sized spacecraft. Huh. Circling the planet various distance, map Jupiter's magnetic field at 4 depths. Northern hemisphere magnetic field was nothing like the southern. Artie asked, did you know the medication atropine is derived from belladonna? Deadly. Yeah, I think I remember Michael Keaton as Batman dancing with Catwoman and they said something like that. No, he was kissing with mistletoe. Never mind, my bad. See, this is what I was thinking for Saturn. Right here for Jupiter and the magnetic field is saying many scientists believe that magnetic fields come from electricity conducting metals moving around inside of planets. Moving electrical charge results in a magnetic field. Rotating columns of metal in Earth's outer core give it a magnetic field, so it looks like that of a tilted bar magnet. That would be like a bar-shaped magnet, not necessarily a magnet you use at a bar. Saturn II has a field like a bar magnet, though this field aligns with its rotational axis. Uranus, looking at you, Artie, Uranus and Neptune have weaker, more complicated fields, as if they had several crisscrossing magnetic bar magnets. Okay, so Juno is checking this out on... I knew that about aspirin. If you had asked me, I couldn't have told you. But I had that information at some point in time in my life. Probably more than once. Now I'll forget it again. Sometimes Uranus, is there a jade egg in it? Great blue spot. Okay. I think we lost Tropical. I think he wandered off. Researchers teleport a quantum gate. That's not a surprise. That's been coming for a while. And neutron star merger shot out a jet with seemingly faster than light speed. Let's look at that article. That's funny, Hardy. I think a lot of this was up here yesterday. So, So the dramatic neutron star merger that astronomers spotted last year generated a jet of material that seemed to move at 4 times the speed of light. Seemed is the operative word. Laws of physics says, nothing goes that fast. So the superluminal motion was an illusion, which caused by the jet, still very fast, speed and the fact that it was blasted almost directly at us. Okay, so they fooled us. It didn't really happen. You know, it's not the same if they weren't part of the discussion, though, is it? I mean, it amused you. And also, which one would I put it in? The Star Wars, the superhero, or the steampunk monster hunting? Wow, the material in the jet also has to be blasting outwards at over 97% the speed of light. One day we'll figure you can go faster than the speed of light. It's just when energy or matter goes that fast, it changes forms and becomes something else. And we just haven't gotten to that yet. Gravitational waves by black hole mergers have been detected several times. Ooh. I'm going to flip back to the beginning of this. There we go. Yeah, this is where I started reading it. Give me a second, Hardy. I'll get to your comments. We actually saw this with a telescope or something. Detected the gravitational waves, sky coordinates of its source. Blue and rapidly filling the source of light confirmed is consistent with a neutron star merger prediction. Huh. Interesting. Ten Earth masses of gold and aluminum. Actually, that makes me wonder. Uranium, pardon me there, misspoke. They put it in the steampunk game, huh? Jade egg is stolen by a goop monster. But it wouldn't be a jade egg, it'd be a crumpled tinfoil egg, sharpied green. Like Swamp Thing, but more concerned with women's lifestyle choices. Museum curator Dr. Kig was concerned that his mysterious jade egg has gone missing. That's a little horrible. So what lives underneath it? Don't keep me hanging. I think I'm gonna go get a nibble to eat, and I'll be right back. I love the science stuff, but oof, it's putting me to sleep right now. Okay, let me go find another thing. What? Egg was donated to the museum from the private collection of Gwen Paltrow. You approached her for questioning, found her house torn apart, as well as her hoo-ha.
I'm a little teapot watering my lawn. Oh, Bart, you didn't hit play.
I did. It's recorded.
Talk the tavern. Here you're always welcome.
Okay, so here, should I say where we are? Are we allowed to say that? Okay, no, just, okay, so adventures in watering your lawn. We have some watering cans here.
We do.
I'm a little teapot Barbie. Nothing says clean lawn like a Barbie doll.
I love us. That's not a squirter. We can clip it.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
And sometimes what I'll do if we mess up enough, you'll get 3 or 4 of them throughout the video before you finally get what works.
Okay. For the
Somebody's walking by.
super duper projects, we have the Wonder Woman.
You ever seen Wonder
watering
Woman's can?
Although I do appreciate the oil can watering for the lawn in the
Maybe.
South. You know, it's
Teach-
equal opportunity.
Yeah, and it helps young arsonists grow into their career. Hold on
For
a
the
second.
for
Take
this,
this up here. Wait, you have more commentary on that.
I've seen this at conventions. The stretch around, the reach around. I would prefer a Wonder Woman golden garden hose. Makes more sense, don't you think? This one,
I never want to think about Wonder Woman having her own hose.
or a Wonder Woman's can. I don't. That just doesn't sound right. I don't know. Just
Wet.
It's,
Moist.
Now this one, I'm quite unsure what to do. I know Black Panther is big right now, but the angry Batman,
Angry
righteous.
Black
The
Panther.
angry-
So they got watering kit.
Batman, is this a watering can?
It is.
No, okay. For those of you go up and say, how come Batman gets a full figurine, but Wonder Woman is just a chunky monkey? What's going on here?
Do you think they should put some boobs on the can?
Boobs on the can, something. Even the oil gets a better job than Wonder Woman. Tea. I don't know.
Got 5-minute watering can video. Trying not to make it awkward, I said no, but she still felt my wiener. Yeah, like that.
Talk the tavern. Here you're always welcome.
Know what I love for breakfast? I love me some raisin snails. Slimy yet satisfying. I realize how it's meant to be read, but I read it as warm, chunky, fuzzy, no furry. Rubber ducky, rub my ducky.
It's so soft. Touch it.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those cats were fast as lightning.
This here cowboy is going to the shootout at Little Big Head. Did you see the maracas on her? She had a little pair. Look, now you could open your beer bottle. Your beer butthole. Rest assured, you'll know when your kids are using drugs. Pee on this, pee on this. It's only that excited because it gets to pee back when the dog pees on it. Okay, I'm here hanging out with my bros. It's a stash party.
His action was a little bit frightening, but they fought with expert timing.
I went to Texas and met some feminists. That's right, Femtex. Hey, wanna get hammered? We should try that again. My ex-girlfriend, she just used me and then tossed me. I was nothing more than a disposable douche to her. So you know how people make marijuana cookies. So if you'd be like, hey, you want the good shit? It's a cookie. Like a magical pole dancer. Oh, all I can say is let's get this party started. Look at that. 5 strings of flip-flops. That's how you get thongs. Do you want thongs? That's the stein I stuck in the ass of the last guy that pissed me off. Right in the ass. When I inhale, I much prefer to do natural inhaler as opposed to that unnatural inhaling. They keep telling me not to be a prickhead.
I'm a little teapot watering my lawn. Oh, Bart, you didn't hit play.
I did. It's recorded.
Talk the tavern. Here you're always welcome.
Okay, so here, should I say where we are? Are we allowed to say that? Okay, no, just, okay, so adventures in watering your lawn. We have some watering cans here.
We do.
I'm a little teapot Barbie. Nothing says clean lawn like a Barbie doll.
I love us. That's not a squirter. We can clip it.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
And sometimes what I'll do if we mess up enough, you'll get 3 or 4 of them throughout the video before you finally get what works.
Okay. For the
Somebody's walking by.
super duper projects, we have the Wonder Woman.
You ever seen Wonder
watering
Woman's can?
Although I do appreciate the oil can watering for the lawn in the South. You know, it's
Teach-
equal opportunity.
Yeah, and it helps young arsonists grow into their career. Hold on
For
a
the
second.
for
Take
this,
this up here. Wait, you have more commentary on that.
I've seen this at conventions. The stretch around, the reach around. I would prefer a Wonder Woman golden garden hose. Makes more sense, don't you think? This one,
I never want to think about Wonder Woman having her own hose.
or a Wonder Woman's can. I don't. That just doesn't sound right. I don't know. Just
Wet.
wet.
Moist.
Now this one, I'm quite unsure what to do. I know Black Panther is big right now, but the angry Batman,
Angry
righteous.
Black
The
Panther.
angry-
So they got watering kit.
Batman, is this a watering can?
It is.
No, okay. For those of you go up and say, how come Batman gets a full figurine, but Wonder Woman is just a chunky monkey? What's going on here?
Do you think they should put some boobs on the can?
Boobs on the can, something. Even the oil gets a better job than Wonder Woman. Teeth.
Got 5-minute watering can video. Trying not to make it awkward, I said no, but she still. I was meant to be muted when I left the room. When I came back, I did not mean to be muted. I also need to change this real quick. I think I'll be at 10 now with your subscription, so let's change that to 10 and 15. Okay, to answer your questions, I'm going to take a bite of rice. I thought. That's Mr. Bitey Otter. He's great. He's right here, right now. That's him there. And that's Giraffe. And I think Zazzle is heading out the door. No, she's behind me. Come here, Zaz. She thinks she's getting some of my dinner. There she is. There's a squirrel back here. Oh. Okay. So now to answer your questions. The White Rabbit was official Iron Fist merchandise. What you didn't see is just off the camera there, right next to that, was more official Iron Fist merchandise, including the clenching fist to be used for removing jade eggs. That was a good seller. Very smart move. And the watering can lady, that's Elizabeth. She's Pickleman Productions. She's a filmmaker out of New York, and she joins us twice a week. Thursday nights for the superhero game on Andrea's channel, and Monday nights for our regular get-together and chit-chat. She is very cool and very verbose and very happy and very positive. And yeah, she was a great addition to our crew. So pardon me while I eat here. I guess I could put on music in the background instead of just the sound of me chewing. That's probably a good idea. So let's pop that back to here and hit play. That'll work. She will be joining Andrea and I here for Thanksgiving, and we're going to make more short films together, as well as possibly a movie. Because you should look her up online. Look up Pickleman Productions and watch Attack of the 50-Foot Pickle and stuff like that. Poor Zazzle. I shouldn't pet her when I'm eating. She thinks she's getting something. We make the joke every time we say it. We do have adult humor, so if we put adult humor into it, it'd be an adult movie, right? See, there's interesting articles, but I put hot sauce on it. It's hitting the back of my throat. I don't know if it's worth doing more than reading the headline. Like, is there life on Mars? NASA scientist says yes 40 years after historic Mars Viking landing. But this is not necessarily a new thing. Japan to build space elevator connected to Pacific Ocean platform. That'll never work, because any kind of storm I don't know. It's an old sci-fi concept. And really, would you want to ride in that elevator? Would you want it to be a closed room or glass walls? I don't know. Hard for me to say. See, here's the USGS is now mapping space to mine extraterrestrial resources. Planned space mission to probe 700 quintillion in resources. That makes sense. But if we do that, will it be worth that anymore? Because we're bringing that much of those resources onto the planet. The reason resources are worth money is because they're rare. Now, that's if they're mining it for money. If they're mining it so we have extra resources so we can move ahead faster. If we can devalue things to a point where money is not a factor, wouldn't work. We would end up making food the resource. And the people who controlled the farms would have the power. Could be both. Why's it got to be one or the other? Here's a couple articles. Okay. This is video. I'm not going to watch a video. A theology professor pushes back on Neil deGrasse Tyson's most astounding fact about universe. So a theology professor is pushing back on what science advocate Neil deGrasse Tyson is calling the most astounding fact about the universe, warning viewers that while deGrasse Tyson might be speaking in terms of science at times, he's also mixing in philosophy and making assumptions that are not facts. Critiquing deGrasse Tyson's commentary as to where humans come from, wherein the astrophysicist reiterates the common atheistic fact of the mere... You know what? I'm curious. Give me a second. I've got to check something here. This is the dailywire.com. See, I'm wondering what the leaning of this website is. I don't think it's going to tell me in any concise way. So Carl Sagan, whom deGrasse Tyson was a student of, stood by a similar declaration of materialism. It's making an assumption of materialism while framing it as a scientific fact, noted Plummer. The universe is, all that ever was, all that ever will be. Sagan opened every Cosmos PBS show he hosted. What happens is people hear a renowned scientist making such a declaration and therefore think this must be a scientific declaration. This guy's saying scientists can't open their mouth and have a maybe going on without saying this is a maybe. Say that universe or cosmos is all that ever was, that matter and energy and time, all there ever isn't something that science itself could ever conclude without assuming that already. No, I'm not reading this article. This is somebody who's cranky and throwing the religious philosophy at science. So, dark energy, mystery force driving expansion of the universe, might not exist at all. You think? It's a good theory, though. So here, we have dark energy, the hypothetical force that scientists believe makes up the bulk of the universe and is driving expansions might not exist. Yeah. I'm curious if they're going to address dark energy in here too. This is dark energy. Sorry, it's thinking dark matter. concept of dark energy first proposed in 1990s. After scientists observed light from a supernova was weaker than expected. They got a Nobel Prize for this. 3 times scientists eventually came to the conclusion that the universe was expanding and that dark energy was behind it. Whereas Professor Subir Sarkar says he was skeptical from the beginning. I can agree with him. It's a short article, basically a guy going, thought I could be wrong. You think you got a Bell Prize instead of a Nobel Prize. Okay. So last month, Sarkar submitted a study for publication that refutes the existence of dark energy and instead proposes the expansion seen as a result of bulk flow. This is why expansion rates appear to differ across the universe. Most of the measurements used to support dark energy are taken from supernova within the same bit of universe. Ancient Greeks. Well. No shit. So I'm looking at the article in the center of the page there. Actually, those two. Researchers say some people's brains are wired to value feedback over facts. Yeah, most people's brains are wired that way. For a few reasons. Biologically, it's how we learn, by feedback. There you go. Whole left brain, right brain thing. You think so, Lunar? I think it's because that's how we learn from our environment as an animal. Feedback on what's going on. Now, if we're talking about just social interaction, of course most people want feedback over facts. Look at Facebook. Most people are not concerned with the facts. They just want to say something and be heard and potentially applauded. Pardon me here while I eat corn. Forgive me, but I gotta eat at some point. So I'm going to look at that article in a moment, as well as Jurassic reptiles were forced to adapt to sea level rise. Hi! It's Andrea. Don't forget to join us tonight.
Me?
Well, you don't forget either, but I meant them. That Lunar Fox. tropical jungle dropped in and wandered away. So, let's see here. Let's pull those up, and I can at least have something on the screen besides me eating. This one might have pretty pictures. We'll start with this one. It's got freaking ads. I just leave that on. Okay, so fossil teeth showed insights. Not a lot of pretty pictures, just that one. I can leave it up there though. Let's do this for a minute. It's a pretty picture. You stare at that for a minute, and the PayPal ad. I'll eat some corn. Lunar, I published a new book today. Guess I can add it to my Amazon app down below, huh? Yeah, if you scroll down, you'll see a list of my books on Amazon. Not all of them. For some reason, they won't let me populate it with all of them. But yeah, those are all books that I wrote up there. There are... what was published today is something called the Talent Agency, which stands for Tactical Analytics, Logistics, Oligenetics, and Nanotechnology Agency. So it's near future, dystopian, borderline cyberpunk, down and dirty street level nitty gritty superheroes through genetics and nanotechnology. Basically, you got a mega corporation who sometime in the near future, next couple decades, kind of takes over things. And it's a collection of interrelated short stories, all focusing around the talent agency as definitely a presence and often the antagonist. Sorry. Give me a second, I'll get a link for you. Let folks know about it. I happen to have it right here. You could take a look there. This is just the ebook right now. Generally, the paperback book takes longer to go through the review process. So there is that. Now I'm going to go back to eating my corn while you look at that. Read the description. It'll give you kind of what I said, but a bit more. I did realize when I put the picture up for it, it's a full cover. instead of the front cover for the ebook. So I need to go change that so it doesn't look kind of ridiculous as the full open cover is up there. This is the stuff I cooked on Monday. Grilled corn and wings and chicken legs and pork ribs. I do like leftovers. There we go. A little bit cleaned up. This girl over here hanging out hoping to get some. You know, I guess I could go pull that up right now and fix that cover issue. I just wasn't thinking on that one. You got it. You got it. And I'll do this. Absolutely order the Downfall. It's a matter of fact, Artichoke, who's on right now, bought both of those today. Bought Harbinger, the Downfall Book 1 Harbinger, as well as Talent Agency. Precisely. I like science in my magic when I write. I like it to make some kind of sense. I don't need to explain it in a 30-page thesis of why it works. I just need, in a paragraph, to give a couple lines that makes people go, oh, well, that's feasible. I could work with that. But on Amazon, if you do a search for me, Travis I. Sivart, you'll find 2 free books. Etheric Elements starts, it basically goes through the rise of the steampunk world, but it touches on the medieval fantasy, on the modern, etc. Kind of builds the mythology of my world. And then if you go to my website, which is Travis I. Sivart, just like you see in the name thing there, .com, there's another free book when you sign up for the newsletter. And if you don't want the newsletter, sign up, get the book, quit the newsletter. But in that book is the diary of Jack Tucker, who appears, he threads his way through pretty much all my books. He is in Talent Agency, he is in Harbinger for a few moments at the end. He's a time traveler that doesn't believe in time as a construct. See, I need to link my existing paperbacks too. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Hopefully, you'll pick one up and still feel that way when you're done reading it. You never know. I appreciate that, bud. And then come back and let me know. Even if you don't like it, come back and let me know. As long as you let me know why. Because all that can do is hone my craft and make me better at what I do. Or stop honing my craft, give it up, and go get a day job. That's always good, too. Okay, I need to pop in here. Oh, let's just go there. Now the cover. Okay. Hot sauce is making me sweat a little. Go do your meditation. We'll be here. We'll catch you in a couple minutes, buddy. Hey, my pleasure. Thanks for checking them out. I appreciate that. First, let's make that a little bit smaller for me. Let's take it from here, bring it all the way over to right about there. Crop. Now, let's do it as a Kindle cover. There we go. Now that we've got that done, we can shut this down, grab that one. You know, I don't know who's still here, but as I will often do, I'll just prattle on even if nobody's here. I was very unsure of writing and editing on Twitch. And somebody else pointed out, oh, there's other channels that do it. Well, let me take a look. Let me try it. Why not? She deserves something. She's been waiting this long. And here's the bottom line. I published today and I sold 2. The book I published last month, like on the 1st of August or whatever it was, I don't think I've sold a single one yet. And it could be because of steampunk. I don't know. But it could be that I sold these because I was here and I talked about it and you guys listened. And I realize it's just 2 books. But it's encouraging. It's helpful. I appreciate that. Okay. Now, make sure I don't got crap in my mustache here, right? I think that's all good. That's all done. Couldn't publish it. Now, Artie, you still here? Nope, Artie is not here. In that case, what I should do is go to put up a video while I go take care of my dish. And then I'll come back and talk about this stuff. Okay, so let me go do this. Put up a little video. And I'll be right back.
Talk the tavern. Here you're always welcome.
Kinky Vixen. That's my kind of woman. That must be some kind of fucking lifestyle. Love rocks. Oh, I'm magically fabulous. Oh yeah, massage my ball. Armageddon Ansi. Do you know what time it is?
I don't know. Mine stops.
Armageddon Ansi. Do you know what time it is?
I don't know. Mine watch stopped in 2012.
Men Plus Care? Where the hell did they get that? Had to be made in a lab. I'm hungry for fashion. I'll have some coily custard. Or maybe I'm in the mood for a little jelly soft curls. Nope. I know what I want. I want some curly meringue. Nothing like pew pie. Mommy's baby. That's where mommy keeps the baby. At least it's ashes. Hey, want to see the definition of morning wood? Look what I found. Mrs. Sullivan's pecan pie. Just like my family.
I love pie. More nuts. No trans fat.
No, we probably have that in my family. In Russia, shit fuck you.
In Russia, penis fuck penis.
What?
In Russia. Monkey do see here you speak evil.
In Russia, the penis make vodka. Vodka. Drink it. Drink it.
In
Nostrovia.
Russia.
Soviet Russia. Barrel rolls you.
In Russia. Penis turn you on.
We don't use lights. We turn each other on.
So in Russia, light turning you on? No?
Oh.
Yet.
Yet.
In
Soviet Russia, beer drinks you.
In Russia, banana peel you.
Oh.
I must break you. Let's go pee.
In Russia, pee go you.
America. Bacon!
Going down. They're all natural.
Talk the tavern. Here you're always welcome.
Aw, it's just like the one Grandma had, but not without all the bloody chunks.
We're not gonna catch them with this attack.
Here, let me help.
Oh, bonjour, and how are you, mademoiselle?
Ah, sehr gut, mein Herr. Ich liebe diesen heute Tag.
This is the way that they do.
Why are you doing that? Oh.
See, it says grill it up, because it's grilling season, right? But then we look at other things, like, here, turn it now.
Run, children, run!
Oh, wrong way. They didn't make it.
They look tasty, though.
They do. Tender. Like veal. You just have to beat them before so they're tender. Oh my god, it says rose! Okay, we press play this time.
Okay.
Am I beautiful?
Let me adjust. Let me get my racket.
So I hear you need to trim your bush because you've got a crabgrass problem.
How did he know? Do you think it'll work?
No idea.
Travis, grab a shovel. I know what we're gonna do today.
Wait. Go.
Oh, I'd love to get a big one for the house. I mean, it just gives such good air quality.
That's what she said. Go in.
Read.
Oh!
Can you dig it?
I got the scoop on this story.
Cut.
Talk the tavern. Here you're always welcome.
Kinky Vixen. That's my kind of woman.
That must be some kind of fucking lifestyle. Love rocks. Oh, I'm magically fabulous. Oh yeah, massage my ball. Armageddon Ansi. Do you know what time it is?
I don't know. Mine stops. My.
Armageddon Ansi. Do you know what time it is?
I don't know. Mine watch stopped in 2012.
Men Plus Care?
Okay,
Where the hell did they get that? Had to be made in a lab.
Let's turn off the video.
I'm hungry for fashion. I'll have some coily custard. Okay. Now let's see what we got here. So basically, this one here now it's saying fossil record. I feel like it'll be a dental record. It should not be a... Sorry, I'm staring at the ad for the tick and flea stuff where the guy's dressed as a tick and a flea, where it actually says tick and flea on them. Okay, let me pull my keyboard back out too. Oh, it is 7 o'clock. You know what I'm going to do? Instead of the articles, by the way, this is just a no-brainer right here. How do you close this damn ad? So, political, anonymity may help us see both sides of a divisive issue online. I don't even know what just happened there. Oh, it's just disagreeing because they're on different teams, so you're going to disagree no matter what. Human nature. Then this one here is just saying positive and negative reactions that spring up in response to people's opinions tend to hold more weight than logic or scientific data. Feedback can play out in personal exchanges or social media. Basically, you're getting attention. Any and the attention is good attention in a lot of people's minds. Okay, so now let's do this. Let's flip back over to here. Now tonight is the Star Wars game. So in 35 minutes, I'm going to raid Andrea's channel. And basically get ready to go over there and run a game. Quarter till. I'll do the switch over.
Did you write tonight's game? No.
Yes. Want to see? What do you got?
No.
Is it something I like?
No.
Is it Cocoa Krispies?
No.
Is it Dino Bits? Fights? Dino chocolatey dino turds? Wait, I've got other words to describe it. Don't make me tell you about the jade egg.
Oh, I heard.
Damn it, Artie. Where the hell are you when I need you for backup? Oh, right. This is the one that has a bunch of notes. Okay, let me do this. I pretty much have 30 minutes to make up tonight's game. Now I have a basic plan of what's going to go on, but I need more than a basic plan. Okay, that's not the one I want. I don't know what it is about my gaming books, but man, the cats are into them. She is rubbing all over it. Okay. Okay, let's move those three. Not that far. Just like that, that works. No, let's put that there. Let's put this here. Now, I've got to make some clunkety, clunkety, clinkety, clunkety noises. And Otter's got to rub on my leg. God, he's adorable. Okay. I don't like this song. What the hell is that? Okay. So we take that, slap those right up there. Otter, Otter, rub my legs. You ever worked in the yard and then when you come in, your legs are all itchy for like 3 days and you just can't stop scratching them? And they're bloody and the flesh is hanging off them and the neighbors run screaming from you every time they see you. Oh my God, look at bloody leg Travis. Yeah, I've never had that experience either, but it sounds horrible. I might have to take some headache medicine. I tell you what, sitting in this chair all day long is not conducive to feeling good all night long. Artie might have fallen asleep. Hard to say. Well, not the phrase itself. The phrase itself is pretty easy to say. All I'm saying is, who knows what Artie does when nobody's looking. Okay, so we've got this, and they are going to a Corellian shipyard tonight. So, man, I need a drink of this water. Let's do a few things here. Let's create a text. Did you just lay all over my... You did. Text. Okay. Okay. Alignment center. Let's go ahead and put a background on that. Outline does not work so well on that. Unless maybe I change it to you know what I think? Is 951 504. 951. Okay, now change this back to this. Now knock that down to 3, knock it down to 2. Oh my God. Apparently it does not take the point. Oh, I don't know. That'll do for now. I can always change it later. Oh. I like that. That's kind of cool. Give me a second, I'll show it to you. Oh, okay. There we go. Butts and stuff, yellow. What did I miss? Okay, no, what I'm doing here... I'm glad you're both back. I missed you so much. What the hell am I doing here? What is the meaning of life? No, I'm planning the game for tonight. Are you either of you already... I know you're familiar with tabletop role-playing games. Lunar, what about you? Dungeons and Dragons, Marvel Superheroes, any of those? Are you familiar with tabletop pen and paper role-playing games? You know, I don't think the recent events things matter. Quiet down, Artie. What's wrong with you? Did you take your meds? I probably shouldn't ask that. That could trigger people. I don't know if Lunar's still here. Lunar might have popped in, popped out as I was adjusting this thing and rambling on. At least I'm not muted this time, though, right? How well does that show? Let me see here. Let me make it big. It should be fine. There you go. You gonna stay up till 3 or 4 a.m. again? You're gonna like tonight's game. It's very different from last night's game, just with the personalities, the style of play, the plot movement, etc. And I was actually just about to start making it up. Now, even if... Hey, there's a Kennedy. What are you woeing about? I'm dying to know. So, they're going to Corellia, to the shipyards. So let's get that out. Kennedy, what are you on about? Oh, that makes sense. Let me make it big. Yeah, no, you say whoa even before I made it big, huh? Let alone when I do make it big. I like that you clarified with, I don't just mean my hopes and dreams. As opposed to going, I don't mean my hopes and dreams. Not just my hopes and dreams. There is more than just my dead hopes and dreams inside my dead body. Reminds me of the song, Dead Puppies. I'm jaded. Wait, who's jaded? Oh, that was a conversation earlier we had about Gwyneth Paltrow and her jade egg, vagina stuffing jade egg empire. Okay, so here's what I got for tonight, because Andrea's probably setting up the call to go live at any point in time, like she did last night. She'll take care of that while I'm over here doing this. Got that. Got that. Got Scum and Villainy. Imperials and Rebels. Citizens. Creatures. Imperials and Rebels 2. Hunters and Force Users. Okay. So now, will these go in there? Let's find out. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Hard to say. Why don't we take... We'll start with one. By the time I'm done, this bag will be gaping. Hashtag gaping. No, I don't think it's going to fit in it. Well, it might, but... It might tear it. Okay. There we go. Probably have to tear it to get them out. There we go. Now, I'd like this. I'm whispering, so Andrea doesn't hear me as she's wandering by. I don't want to spoil any surprises for her. I'd like this to be... this session to be much more of a role-playing, because this group has so much personality. Okay, so what I have to figure out is, A, where to start, because I tend to start them in the middle, so things keep moving. They start at an exciting point. Okay, so, Cone of Silence. So I don't need no cone of silence. I get the cone of shame. That's enough. Now I can't lick my balls. Okay. So, I think oh my goodness. Want to do a D&D campaign where I use my tarot deck as my magic. Each card represents a spell. Might get something useful like the sun, which would be fire-based, but I could pull the Seven of Cups and end up with a room full of kobolds with an armful of goblets. The Seven of Cups is emotion, though. It's actually a pretty strong one. So you might end up in a room full of kobolds who are in love with you. I don't know if that's any better, though. It's rather terrifying. Okay. So let's see what we got here. So I want to make it... Okay, let me just write something down. Corellia. Let's find out where the insignia is. What they'll know in the beginning. Embedded on the side of a... Give me the Corellia book. Give me the Corellia book. What cool stuff do they give you in this book that I could bring into play? Where's the gear and equipment? Player options. I mean, the Seven of Cups about dreams, confusion, illusion, so it'd most likely be an illusion-based confusion spell. Well, unless if you actually read tarot, then the other one's more funny. But for somebody that doesn't know what the hell the card means, yeah, it's funnier to know what you said at first. But I do know what it means. But maybe he doesn't. But I do. I think I'm losing an argument with myself. Where is the ship stuff? Don't give me that ship. Shut up. You know what they need? I think silence are coming. Oh, the music could be 2 C E C D 22. Okay. Answer the Discord. I didn't even hear the Discord. Let's see here. Give me a second, I gotta boot it up. There we go. Let's see here. Let's close that down. Good. I'm glad you see me. Gear and equipment, drugs and consumables, tools. No, I don't think what I want. I don't think they, they build a whole world around. I need a page number for that, don't I? 104. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm looking up a piece of gear that they're going to have to steal. For all I know, they're all listening right now. If I look down and there's like 15 viewers, I know they've all crowded into the room. Starships and vehicles. Did I miss equipment? I hear it. What's it hooting and hollering about? Okay. Actions. They're going to have to steal something tonight. Or trick somebody out of it. That's what I wanted. Okay, where are we at? Okay, 9 minutes. Okay, so now, what do they have to do? One, Make sure I'm saying that race right. Okay. It's under player options. Saloni. I think that'll do. Now, what I do need to do you know what, Zazzle, that is not for you. Leave it be. I need to figure out what book How to Play Sabacc is. You know, Zazzle, no, Zazzle, not yours. Thank you, Ralph. Okay. I want to say it's one of the starter ones. Probably not going to be in this one. No. Pretty much all the other ones are definite maybes. I want to say it's in this one. There we go. That's not quite part of what's going on here, but I do appreciate the suggestion. Okay, let's take this, just put that right there. That'll do. Now, I'm going to stare at these rules here. Okay, let me make some room for you, Squirrel. The cat's coming in here, wondering where she's going to lay down, so I have to help her out. Okay, now I am going to, first of all, I'm going to make sure Andrea's channel is up and going. Okay, now we're going to do a raid. Everybody else who is... Oh wait, she's not up and going yet. I'll just leave this going till she is. The cat's laid all over my notes. Do 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 do. Okay, so everybody else who's still here. So Artie, Lunar, 8 Rose, Zane, all of you guys, hang out. I'm going to flip us over in just a minute to Andrea's channel once she has it up and going. And basically hang out for 15 minutes, go grab a drink, go to the bathroom, whatever, and then we'll be back with the game. Now, if you haven't ever been to her channel, then just make sure you follow it. There we go. I think she's switching over. No, not yet. Let me do this. I'm going to include him in the call real quick. Hey, Andrea, will be joining up for your call very soon? For your, are you turning your channel on in a minute?
As soon as Steven gets on here so I can make sure everything's set, yeah.
Okay. I'll keep going until you tell me it's okay to raid.
Well, I can set it up. Give me just a second.
Okay. So everybody viewing, give her just a second. She's setting it up as you just heard. And just so you know, you're in for a delight tonight. Robert is looking as beautiful as ever.
Yeah, whatever.
That's what I meant. As beautiful as whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Beautiful as whatever. Ooh! Oh, wait, you're doing your thing. I had something to show you, but don't worry about it. Do your thing.
It should be up.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. It's switching over right now. Okay, guys, hang out. Let's do a raid on this channel and hang out, and we will catch you in here. In case you actually want to type this in, you can type that in when we show up there. Well, let's head on over there, and then I can get ready for the game.